So we're here asked to sketch the graph of the function and label its minimum or maximum. And we're also asked to talk about the range. So let's start by graphing it here. When I have something in standard form, we could complete the square and use vertex form, but I'm going to go ahead and just graph it with standard form. First thing we're going to do is find the axis of symmetry, which is negative b over 2a. So negative b is just 6 over 2 times 1, which is just 2. So my axis of symmetry is just when x is equal to 3. Now, the nice part about that is also the x value of our vertex. So what we can do is we can just plug that back into here, which is going to give us our y value when x is 3. The nice part about that is it finishes off giving us our vertex. So 3 squared is 9 minus 18 plus 5. 9 minus 18 is negative 9, plus 5 is equal to negative 4. So my vertex is going to be at 3, negative 4. So let's plot that. 1, 2, and 3. Negative 4, 1, 2, 3, and 4. Boom, vertex. Now, when we have the vertex here, we could use the y-intercept here, which is kind of nice. So if we're talking about the y-intercept, we can just, when x is 0, right, here's our y-intercept, the c value. So we know that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, it's going to cross here. And if that's 3 units, 1, 2, 3 from the vertex, remember a parabola is symmetrical, so we're going to have a point there as well. Sometimes the y-intercept helps, sometimes it doesn't. In this case, I'm also going to talk about taking steps to the left and the right. And when we take steps, we can just look at this first term here and just plug in the quote-unquote steps that we want to take. If we want to go 1 to the right from the vertex, I'm going to plug that into x squared. So in this case here, I'm plugging this in. 1 squared is just 1. So that means if I take 1 step to the right, I'm also going to go 1 step up. If I take 1 step to the left, I'm also going to go 1 step up. Let's say I wanted to take 2 steps to the left and to the right. Again, I'm plugging it into my first term, which is x squared. So 2 squared is equal to 4. So that means if I'm going 2 steps from the vertex, I'm going to go up 4. 1, 2, 3, and 4. 2 to the left and up 4. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Now, really quickly, I just want to show you how this works, is if I was going to take 3 steps to the right and the left, I would just plug that into my first term. 3 squared is just 9. So if I take 3 steps to the right from our vertex, it's going to go up 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Boom, we already know that we're there. We went 3 steps to the left. 1, 2, and 3. Up 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. Now that we have a bunch of points, we can graph this. Bada bing, bada boom. Now, since it goes on forever upwards, there is a minimum to this parabola. And the minimum here is where we are on the vertex, so the y value. So in this case here, the minimum is negative 4. That's the lowest possible y value for our graph. And lastly, what is the range of this graph in inequality notation? So remember, we said that it's a minimum, right? So really 2 ways we can look at this. We could say that negative 4 is less than or equal to y, which is less than infinity. Or we could just say y is greater than or equal to negative 4. Be happy with both of these answers because they both represent the same thing, and both are using inequalities.